I want to support Senator Boyhan's concerns and his calls on the Minister to come in to let us know what his plans are around the rehab centre in Dunleary. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. It's a huge, very, very serious issue that affects the whole of the country, and I personally know people who are waiting to get into that centre, so those beds need to be opened as soon as possible. But Cahir, as I gave notice of yesterday, I want to propose an amendment to the order of business as well. And I propose that item number 18 under non-government motions on page 835 of the order paper be taken today. It can be debated instead of statements on childhood obesity, which is due to take place between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. And I mentioned last week when I was talking about the lack of legislation coming through this House that there is no point in us allocating hours on something where we have agreement across the board and everybody standing up and saying the same things. We need to deal with some very, very serious issues that we need cross-party agreement on. And if there is no agreement on this today, I propose that the motion be taken without debate at the end of the order of business. This is the same motion, you know, as was proposed by Sinn Féin to be taken without debate last Tuesday. But the reasons, as I said yesterday, that were given by Fianna Fáil and for other parties for voting against it was that the vote clashed with a meeting of the Agricultural Committee. And that's why we have put it down for today. This issue will not arise today, and I gave notice in yesterday's order paper that we would be raising it today, so nobody can say they haven't had enough notice. I also note the leader said last week that he would need a briefing from the Department of Agriculture before he could make a decision on supporting the motion, and I trust that a week is long enough for him to receive that briefing. Sorry?
Made an offer to you yesterday, you didn't take it.
Either allow a response, you will have your opportunity. Senator Conway-Walsh.
Yeah, the leader will know, and you will know, Cahir, that this is a hugely important issue to rural Ireland, and it must be dealt with as a standalone issue in farming to address the current inequality that exists. And I won't have it where this issue is muddied by bringing it into many other farming issues, because we see in the last CAP negotiations even, we were told, the small farmers in the west of Ireland were told, don't worry about what happens in Pillar 1. It's okay, you can let the bigger farmers have the bigger payments. Don't worry about it, because it will be made up for in Pillar 2 under GLAS. It wasn't made up, and time again, even going back to the reference years on the single farm payment since 2001, we're given the same excuse all of the time. Where farmers are trying to farm on disadvantaged land, where there are areas of natural constraint, farmers in farm families in those areas need to get the payments. Cahir, on another farming related issue I want to bring up today, and that is around the Independent Appeals Office in the Department of Agriculture. I'll finish with this, and I will actually maybe raise it under a commencement notice. It's taking up to 4 years to process appeals through the Independent Appeals Office. This is not right, where farmers' incomes are held up and the payments are held up for up to 4 years. And the reason for that is that under legislation, only one director in the Appeals Office can handle these appeals. And that absolutely has to be changed. So I will be writing to the Minister today to change that, and I'm shocked that only one director can deal with these claims that cause payments to be delayed for years.
Senator, just before you resume your seat, Senator, just to clarify, you are actually moving an amendment to the order of business on that item 36?
Yes, I am.
Motion 18, yes.
Yes.
Form. Do we
Thank
take
you,
it today?
Yes.
Okay.